Another question on Indiana. The Indiana Attorney General has asked the state medical board to sanction the doctor who spoke out about performing an abortion on a 10-year-old girl from Ohio. I just wondered what the White House's thoughts were on that effort, whether it could potentially send a chilling effect or cause a chilling effect to other doctors, whether doctors should be speaking out about this. I just sort of wondered where the White House stood on this.
So I can't speak about the details of the Indiana AG's request to the medical board, but there's a couple things I do want to lay out and take a step back, because it's a truly horrifying situation. We're talking about a 10-year-old child here who was raped and could not receive health care in her home state of Ohio, and was forced to travel because she was raped and had to go to another state, clearly, as some of you have reported. A doctor who provided reproductive care to a child that was raped is now being accused of violating patient privacy by an elected official. That is what we're seeing, and that is what is currently happening. And if that was not enough, if that weren't enough, he is asking the state medical board to discipline the doctor for speaking out about patients in desperate need of care. And this is not about the concerns of the victim. This is not about the victim at all. This is an elected official going after a doctor for helping a child who was raped and seeking health care. And broadly speaking here, and you've heard us say this before, I know there was a lot of concern in here back in October on whether there was too much focus on women's losing their constitutional right. And as you can see, there should be more concern. And these types of situations are very real, and they are very much an interest of the American people. We saw that in this past election. This is something that the American people care about. This is something that women care about. They want us to continue to fight for their rights, to fight for the freedom that they've had for almost 50 years when Roe was in place. So the facts that Americans do not want politicians making their health care decisions for them, and we saw that from Kentucky to Michigan, Americans rejected backwards, dangerous proposals. But what we continue to see from Republican officials just across the country is that they want to take away that right, to take away that freedom. So the president and the vice president is going to do everything that they can to continue to fight for Americans' freedom and for their rights.